Everyone mentioned today is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and everything I discuss here is theory until proven fact, even if it is.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? Okay, I've got to tell you right now that there won't be a Rumble live today, unfortunately. I now have a swollen cheek. Far out. Okay, I've got a severe sinus infection, so I'm going to the doctor today. Yeah, I don't know how bad this infection is, but it's look, there seems to be a golf ball under my cheek. Anyway, on my face I'm talking about, mind you, and I keep getting very hot in the face. But anyway, that's what's going on. How you going, Alex? Deb? Sorry, guys, I've got a headache as well. MRH, how you going? Shannon, how you going? Lucette, how you going? Good to see you guys. Jim, how you going? Is that it? I think it is. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's get on with some news. Oh, no. Michigan Anon 93 said Elon's un-American globalist party. He called it the America Party because Elon started his own party now. But nothing about it is American. Let's break down the lies behind Elon Musk's political stunt and why his movement is globalist technocracy, not patriotism. Free speech? Well, he killed it himself. Elon claims to be a free speech absolutist, but X proves the lie. Users are banned, throttled, or algorithmically buried. Community notes push establishment narratives. Dissent gets shadow banned. Musk himself mocks and silences critics. This isn't free speech. This is narrative control by a billionaire. Top-down rule equals does not equal American self-governance. America was built on local power, citizen militias and distrust of centralised authority. Musk's party is the opposite. There's no local representation. There's no grassroots base, just one man, one brand, one platform. That's not American republicanism. That's technocratic rule in a red, white and blue wrapper. Not only that, wasn't he born in South Africa? I don't think he can become a president. Okay. Anyway, globalism in disguise. The party pushes high-skilled immigration, deregulation for megacorps, free trade for multinationals, AI policy by tech elites, a Silicon Valley globalism pretending to care about Main Street. Meanwhile, American workers are left behind. No respect for foundational American values. Where's the stance on the Constitution? State sovereignty. Allodial property rights? The natural right to bear arms? You won't find them because Musk's America Party isn't grounded in Americans' founding principles. It's grounded in control. Musk does not equal America, let's be real. This isn't a party, it's a personality cult. It dies the second Elon gets bored. He bought the name America and used it to sell globalist control with better branding. Nothing patriotic, nothing rooted, and nothing real. Bottom line is Elon's American Party is a lie. It's un-American to its core, built by globalists for globalists. Don't fall for the branding. This isn't the second American Revolution. It's the final merger of tech and tyranny. Okay, very interesting. Whoop, that's that one. Clandestine said, back in Trump's first term, we tried to warn the world that our government is compromised. A deep state exists and Trump is at war with the establishment. Few believed us. We are 10 plus years into this fight. Now a bunch of noob tech bros want to run the show. Adorable. While you morons were claiming Trump doesn't know what he's doing and that the deep state is a conspiracy theory, we Trump supporters have been busting our asses to keep the Dems from turning this nation into a one-party state and prevent them from taking all of our liberties away with their psychotic, extreme, left-wing policies. Trump is a resistance to the deep state, and if you cannot recognise that or recognise the severity of our situation, you should not be engaged in conversations. Tech bros, finance bros, libertarians, anti-Trumpers and all you other Trump-hating buffoons are all 10 years late to the party. The new political party already exists. It's called MAGA. And we already did all the work for you. All the shit you're trying to do now, we already did it while you laughed at us and called us crazy. Trump is simply going to keep winning. The rest is just noise. And it is. It's all noise. And I've got to learn to keep my mouth shut and not try and tell people, I think. Other than on here, you know, when I'm doing my videos. But yeah, I get very opinionated. The opinionated black woman auntie said, be very careful buying supermarket meat. If you can avoid it, that's even better. These photos were sent to me via DM. This is supposed to be eye fillet, aka tenderloin steak. I could see it wasn't right, but I'm not the expert, so I showed it to the expert, her husband Peter. He said either there was something wrong with the cow and the meat inspectors missed it or it was glued together. Sorry if you can hear the chickens and birds in the background. I have cooked a lot of TDR in the frying pan and not once have I ever had a piece fall apart like this. We're both leaning towards the latter. What are your thoughts? Glued together, I think. Is that what they said? Yeah. There's something wrong with the cow or it was glued together. We know this is happening. They are gluing together meat in supermarkets to make it look like it's meat. What the hell are they feeding us? It's not Soylent. Please don't tell me it's Soylent Green. It's people. No. Hey, Randy, how you going? Paulie, how you going? Good to see ya. Sherry, how you going? Good to see ya. Timmy, how you going? Good to see ya. Okay, El Donaldo Trumpo. This is a parody account, okay? All of a sudden they restrict my account and threaten to suspend me. Elon Musk, I wonder why. Elon's on the warpath, okay. Bostonians against Mayor Wu. Boston's breaking down and even Back Bay Area isn't safe. This is the city's wealthiest neighbourhood and it looks like this. Mayor Wu's progressive experiments are failing. It's time for common sense leadership, not ideology. And I swear I was reading somewhere this morning that they think Wu is a man. But I don't know. That was a different post. Anyway, I think now we're going to get a helicopter going over. Or is that just the wind? Oh. Stephen L. Miller said, not sure why Elon is trying to start a new failed political party when Mars is right there without any government whatsoever. He could become president of Mars. Why doesn't he do that? I mean, therefore I am, said the same Democrats now cheering Elon Musk for wanting to create a new political party are the very ones who dragged him through the mud when he aligned with the MAGA movement, labelling him as a Nazi, calling for his citizenship to be revoked and his business to fail, celebrating as Tesla dealerships were firebombed and owners' cars vandalised, watching Tesla's stock plummet and falsely claiming he aligned with Trump because, thanks to him, he was able to get government subsidies in 2024. Interesting. Unless it is to get the Dems off his back completely. And even on side, maybe. I don't know. Cynthia Holt said, no, Elon came to MAGA way late, only after the failed assassination attempt. It was nice to see he supported Trump, but it held no significant value whatsoever in my decision to vote for Trump. That decision was already made the day they stole the thing in 2020. From that moment on, I was voting for Trump no matter what. And Jessica Cardera with some pizzas in her. Yeah, I'm sus on that. Did anyone vote for Trump because Elon's endorsement? Do you personally know anyone that voted for Trump because of that endorsement? No. It was Trump. It was all Trump. Beatrice Josephine Marsh said the sudden unity on child abuse by our government here in Australia and opposition, I think it is anyway, is not justice, it's damage control. After decades of silence, complicity and cover-ups, we're suddenly told that both major parties, the government and the opposition, are coming together to tackle child sexual abuse. But this is not justice, this is not genuine, this is a distraction, a desperate attempt to save face. The truth is far darker and far older. For years, unspeakable crimes against children have been committed and covered up by people in the highest positions of power. Protected by corrupted systems, silenced by gag orders, ignored by media, and enabled by compromised judges and officials, these are not isolated cases, this is a network. Now with pressure building and the truth bubbling to the surface, the establishment is shaking. They know horrific revelations are coming, perhaps even involving elite globalist circles, child trafficking and ritual abuse. And so this sudden bipartisan unity is not about protecting children, it's about protecting themselves. But it's too late. Australians are waking up. This time the public won't be fooled by carefully staged announcements or PR stunts. We demand the truth. We demand justice. We demand full exposure, no matter how high it goes. This is not about politics. It's about protecting the most innocent among us and tearing down the rotten system that has allowed this evil to thrive. Let the truth come out, let the house of cards fall, and let the healing begin for the victims, for the nation, and for humanity. I agree. They are. There's so many of them in Parliament, I believe. Sorry guys, I've got a cough. Okay. Mike Engelman said, if you're rooting for our country to fail because you don't like our president, then you aren't really in America now, are you? Yeah, nobody cheers on for the co-pilot to crash the plane. Plush the crane? Far out. Okay. Yeah, no one is rooting for the pilot to crash, are they? Okay, Alex Armstrong said Palestinian Action supporters and pro-Palestine protesters tried to shut me up in Parliament Square today. They failed miserably. There's an irony that they're protesting their free speech being taken away while protesting against our free speech. That's crazy. Imagine seriously doing that. But that's what they're doing. Josh Dunlap said Fulton County DA Fannie Willis is guilty of violating Georgia's Open Records Act in a civil case. A judge ruled she failed to provide requested documents on the 2020 election interference case. She pays $54,000+ attorney fees and turns over the records within 30 days. Oh, we're going to find out a lot in that 30 days. When that 30 days and she hands that, ooh, things are starting to move, guys. Can you feel it? Can you see it? People are being held to account, but justice is slow. Right Angle News Network said, breaking, Data Republican has identified this person behind the Mrs. Butters account that celebrated the flash flooding in Kerr County, Texas. Prayers for Texas, by the way, which claimed the lives of multiple children as Mr. Alvarez Aranez, a Soros-funded former Defense Department advisor running a failed PAC called American Opposition. I've heard muting and blocking helps. What is a Sapio file? Okay. I don't know, but there you go. That person celebrated children losing their lives. Oh, can't like that one. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, a couple of people have died over the weekend, or maybe even before that. James Woods said, oh man, this is a hard one. Michael and I did the getaway together. We did straight talk together. I was always touched by his sweet nature and generosity. The absolute opposite, no. The absolute opposite of the tough guys he portrayed so brilliantly. Rest in peace, dear friend. Michael Madsen has passed away. Old Soldier said, died suddenly. I heard that a lot lately. May he rest in peace. Hustle Bitch said, breaking, Julian McMahon of Charmed, Fantastic Four and FBI Most Wanted suddenly dies at 56. Miss Smudge said, oh, F off. The notice has said half of the recent refugees living permanently in Australia are on unemployment benefits. 44% can't speak English and 1 in 5 have long-term health conditions, according to new official figures. Yes, and they go on the unemployment benefits with their 5 kids. It's not the unemployment benefits. It's more like the pension. And so is if they've got a long-term health condition, that's another pension. How many wives have they got? About 5. How many children? Oh, God knows. 25 children? 5 each? What do you reckon? And that man gets that much money. Very interesting. And that's why the country's going broke. V said Albo was tasked by the UN to get Australia to at least 80% under native title. NT, we're currently sitting at 60% of Australia being under native title. After they've established the Aboriginal Parliament and native title is at 80% of all land in Australia, the white pretend Aboriginal activists will be paid off to transfer mining rights to the UN globalists. No genuine black Aboriginal in the outback will benefit, and neither will we. The pretend Aboriginal activists will be paid off for helping to achieve the UN's goal. Okay, the UN drip. Undrip. Can we undo the undrip? Sounds like it, doesn't it, Timmy? I live on the set of Jurassic Park. You can hear the flapping of the wings. There's some big birds around here. Whiplash 347 said as DJT was speaking from the balcony, there was a fringe on the flag. When he and Melania walked down the stairs to lower levels to sign the big beautiful bill, there was no fringe on the flags. What did he just sign? Just an observation and a question, no speculation. We'll wait and see. Very interesting. Yeah, I believe that too, Deb. Our real black would never sell out. No, they wouldn't. I believe the real Aboriginals would not sell out. They wouldn't sell Australia out to the UN. No bloody way. Rod D. Martin said, breaking, Trump just kicked off a year-long celebration of America's 250th anniversary and it's going to be huge. Here's what he's planned. It launched Thursday night at the Iowa State Fairgrounds with a Trump speech full of patriotism, purpose and power. It's the start of a grand year-long celebration of American greatness that will accumulate July 4th, 2026, 250 years since the Declaration of Independence. This isn't just fireworks. Trump is honouring America's founding with national celebrations in all 50 states, a massive time capsule for America's 500th, a national garden of American heroes, an entire year of events from now till July the 4th, 2026. What was that celebration they used to hold for a year? A long, long time ago before the reset? The fair? Some kind of fair? Okay. Let this sink in. 250 statues of real American heroes. No woke revisionism, no abstract modern art, no pride flags in place of the American flag. Can you even imagine how bad it would be under Kamala? Trump's vision, honour our past, inspire our future. This moment almost didn't happen. As Trump said at Arlington, in some ways, I'm glad I missed that second term because I wouldn't be your president for the 250th. But now he is, and he's making it count. Trump's executive orders have created Task Force 250 to plan the most patriotic year in American history. America 250, the non-profit coordinating it all. A mandate to reflect, celebrate and recommit to our national ideals. Ambassador Monica Crowley summed it up. This is a magnificent... Those birds put me off, sorry. That's it, the World Fair, Alex, thank you. This is the magnificent start of a dynamic year-long commemoration, unveiling a vision for a renewed commitment to America's future. Could you shut up, birds, please? Exactly what we need. Sorry, right in the middle of this very important thread. As our nation turns 250, we don't just remember where we came from. We fight for where we're going. This celebration isn't just for show, it's a call to arms, cultural, spiritual and political. And Trump is leading it, and I'm laughing at myself for tripping over these words. If you like this, well, if you like this and you want to read it for yourself and not listen to me trip over my words, go and follow Rod D. Martin on Twitter, X, whatever it is. Okay. Was that one? Yep. Clandestine said Elon can tweet whatever he likes, but here in reality, Trump's economic plan is working. Trump is going to stop the conflicts in Gaza and Ukraine, and all the dissenters are going to look idiotic again. Come midterms, everyone currently screaming for a new third party will be looking back in embarrassment as Trump-endorsed candidates gain more seats after Trump continues to win and continues to stop conflicts around the globe. Remember all the morons saying Trump was going to start World War III and ruin the economy with tariffs? He's saying it, not me. They have already forgotten how they were wrong about everything and are now migrating to their next phase of Trump derangement syndrome. That's all this is. Just the newest version of Orange Man Bad. Elon's not going to do shit. Massey and others like him will get primaried, and all the loud libertarians and anti-Trumpers will be right back to crying about something else. All Trump has to do is keep winning, and this whole little third-party episode is completely irrelevant. F 'em, just win. Isn't that nice? I understand a lot of people feel that way, MRH. He might be, but he's like a bull in a china shop, mate. He gets things done. He goes in there, rips everything up and, yep, gets it done. I wish Trump would take over Australia, but that's just me. Rob Smith said card-carrying communist Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister, finds comfort in communist China. Donald Trump distrusts Albanese. I wonder why. There's something strange going on as the PM finds comfort in China and terror in the US. Anthony Albanese is about to embark on an extended trip to China, where he will have his fourth meeting with President Xi Jinping. By contrast, he's never met with Donald Trump. With friends like us, who needs AUKUS? Oh dear. And Professor Rogers, now I'm turning into Anthony Albanese, speaks for I don't know what he speaks for, but anyway. Breaking news. That childcare rapist, Joshua Brown, who also infected children with sexually transmitted diseases, was a union member. Anthony Albanese still hasn't said a word about this horrific crime. Something very creepy about the Prime Minister. He's here dancing with all these children. I don't even want to know. Do I want to know? I mean, we have to know, but, you know. Okay, America Party, said this sheriff, is not playing around. You want to hear this? This should be good. Hang on a sec. Let me just adjust my volume.
Sheriff, you're not allowed to use deadly force for a property crime. Why do you say he would have been justified in killing her?
First off, he tried a carjacking with a lady. And then he was doing a burglary of a vehicle. And he was in the string of a group of felonies at the time. When you start trying to carjack somebody's car at a gas station, you're subject to get shot and shot a lot.
Did he have a weapon?
She doesn't have to have a weapon, brother. You can carjack with just pure violence and force.
You don't think that's a dangerous message you're putting out?
That is an absolute correct message I'm putting out to Polk County citizens. You try to break into somebody's car and steal it while they're there with it, that's called armed carjacking.
Some attorneys would disagree with you, but you're the sheriff, so.
If you come to this county and if you use extreme violence to try to carjack somebody from their car, if you get shot, that's on you.
There you go. Well said. There's one way to stop them. Doge Wales said this BBC headline is misleading. Hey, AI Turkey is not a Swansea man. He's an asylum seeker from Iraq. Mark Drakeford and Ruan Ap Lawworth's £55 million policy to make Wales a nation of sanctuary for asylum seekers is putting women at risk. Because apparently this is a Swansea man, just like they say a British man, right? But they're not. He was jailed after a CCTV operator witnessed a rape. Okay? Turkey, Al Turkey. Oh, his name is Al Turkey. It's not AI Turkey. Al Turkey was told he would likely be deported. Turkey, Al Turkey? What the f***'s with these names? Some weird names, man. This proves to me more and more. See, some people's names prove to me more and more too. We're watching a movie. It can't be serious. Come on. I don't know about this. We're watching a movie. Just let everyone wake up. It's waking everyone up slowly. Don't try and quicken them to wake up because it won't happen. C3 said, if you're in DC and you're a family member has an NGO, board, non-profit, foundation, consulting firm, etc., we know there's a 95% chance you're stealing our dollars and funneling it to your family. They're all stealing from us. That's why they hate MAGA and Doge. They belong in prison. They do. Okay, James Fishback said, I'm disappointed. I respected Elon. I advised Doge. My firm's largest position is in Tesla. But what Elon's doing by starting the America Party risks handing the keys of power to AOC, Hakeem Jeffries and Jasmine Crashout Crockett. That's a disaster for our country. They'll impeach Trump to fund ICE and gut the Trump tax cuts. It's also a disaster for Elon's own companies. Tesla and SpaceX won't be spared from the full wrath of government weaponisation if this new party helps put the Democrats back in charge. Elon's free to do what he wants, but Americans are also free to say, back off, we stand with Trump. I'm not selling my Tesla stock or my Tesla car. I love full self-driving. Oh, God, I'd hate that. But there's another FSD I care about even more, full support for Donald Trump. I'm a FSD Republican. It's time to fight. Never apologise for it. Elon Musk said by a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic, mate. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom. No, you're not. No, you're not. Wow. You can't even, have patience. Trump's bringing back money to the country. So, yeah. Okay, Dr. Vincent Sativa, Trump and Doge will rescue America with or without Elon Musk. Give me loyalists like Rubio over anyone dumb enough to check Biden's box. Which Elon apparently did vote for Biden as well. Doge designer said breaking Elon Musk has officially formed the America Party to restore power and freedom to the people. Really? Okay, anyway. America Party commentary account said JD Vance, we're done importing foreign labour, we're going to fight for American citizens and their good jobs and their good wages. Okay, well, is the America Party promoting Trump and JD Vance? Because that's what it seems like. I don't know.
We're done importing foreign labor. We're going to fight for American citizens and their good jobs and their good wages. We're done importing foreign labor. We're going to fight for American citizens and their good jobs and their good wages.
Okay, that's a good advertisement, I think. Retard Finder even knows this retard is the reason Diddy's getting off on most charges. I wonder why. Her name is Maureen Comey. She is the daughter of James Comey, former FBI director, disgraced, by the way, inventor of Russia, or helped to, didn't prosecute Hillary Clinton when he investigated her. He's part of the deep state. So is she. Look, there's baby all tucked in there. Oh. Yeah, Lucette, Sherry is, well, she was earlier. I even scrolled back to make sure in the comments. The Vigilant Fox. Okay, now I've got to read this one. Okay. Vigilant Fox, this is from the 3rd of July, so 4 days ago, Jesus. 10 shocking stories the media buried today. 10, Dem strategist James Carville predicts Trump will impose martial law to avoid the 2026 midterm blowout. I think he's going to rig the election. This big, beautiful bill is about 25 points underwater. He's going to see a massive defeat coming, and he's going to try and do anything he can to extricate himself in that defeat, Carville said. And I would not put it at all past him to try and call martial law or declare that there's some kind of national emergency in the country or anything like that, because the hoof prints are coming. You can hear them, and they're going to get shell lacking in November of 2026. What do you think of Carville's take? Watch how Bill O'Reilly reacted. I don't think so. Is he getting ahead of the story by saying this? Okay, anyway. The Vigilant Fox said 9. State Department spokeswoman Tammy Bruce reveals 90% of foreign aid never actually made it to its intended destination. The amount of fraud is mind-boggling. That's why Democrats fought Doge so hard. 8. Gay news anchor Alex Armstrong perfectly sums up Pride Month with a brutal reality check. It turns people off. It doesn't show anything good about the gay community. X account against groomers, Gays Against Groomers, agrees. They write, Pride is unnecessary and does not benefit gay people. Millions watch in horror as grown adults parade their fetishes in front of kids for an entire month. We're sick of it. It does more harm than good, and we're glad it's over. 7. Real Alex Jones said P. Diddy's acquittal on serious charges proves Comey's daughter was orchestrating a major sex trafficking cover-up operation run by the CIA. It's a hit and miss with Alex. I believe he hit it with that one. Something's going on. They're protecting. I know that. Number 6 said Democratic Doctors Caucus tries an impromptu press conference but can't even get eye contact. This is painfully awkward to watch. Just trying to do a press conference. No one's paying attention. Okay. Brian Koberger pleads guilty to all charges and coldly confesses to murdering 4 University of Idaho students as a judge reads out the crimes. Judge Hippler, did you on November the 13th, 2022 in Latah County, state of Idaho, kill and murder Madison Mogan, a human being? Koberger, yes. Judge Hippler, and did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately and with premeditation, and malice afterthought? Koberger said yes. It was the same chilling robotic tone for each of the 4 victims. Sickening. Diddy fans rub baby oil all over themselves outside courtroom in a celebration. Oh, dear God. Keep it covered, love. AI-powered digital workers deployed at major bank to work alongside humans. CBS Paramount, forced to pay Trump massive 8-figure settlement for deceptively editing 60 Minutes Kamala interview. My chickens are going off. 1. Rep. Tim Bitchute calls out CNN host to a face, pushing fake news about the big beautiful bill. CNN, sir, we have reported on what is in this bill. There's birds going nuts in the background. We do that all the time. We do that time and again. Bitchute said the bill does not do anything of what you've said, and all you've done is scare America, and you're not doing a service to the country, ma'am. Bonus 1. RFK Jr. unloads disturbing... Oh, yes, I've got that one to read. And the FDA's 50-year war on the safest painkiller ever. DMSO. CNN hyperventilates after Marco Rubio officially shuts down US aid. AOC breaks her silence after Republican blows apart her Bronx girl. Okay, most of these we know. Yes, certain procedures increase fetal loss. And there you go. It's a good one. I got a cough again. Hang on. Okay, what's this one? Okay, Aristophanes said the thing Elon doesn't understand is that the value of Doge isn't saving money. The value of Doge is in bypassing normal bureaucratic back and forth to dismantle enemy institutions and human capital that acts as sinecures for the left that finance their apparatus with tax dollars. That's with the big beautiful bill. The fork in the road early retirement isn't a useful means of reducing manpower or saving money. It was useful for ejecting federal employees who had so much TDS they couldn't stomach working for this administration or were lazy and ran away from being held to high standards. Interesting take. And I think we've seen this already, pretty much. Yep. Okay. So it's going to be a quick one today, guys. Oh. Did I have I read this one? No, maybe not. Okay, I'll read it anyway. A lot of people do not understand what Trump is saying here and what he's been doing to make this economy take off like a rocket ship. I think I have, actually. Have I? Guys, can you tell me if I've read this? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. No, it's just the infection in my head. It's putting me off, making me feel a bit off. Have I read this already? I swear I was talking about a rocket ship, but did I re-bookmark this one? No, I think I've read it already. Yeah, it's on the farm with Hev at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have read it. It's hearted. Okay, anyway, guys, that's enough news for today. My brain's not working, if it ever is. It hasn't been. You know what? I'm wondering if the headaches I've had for the last year or so have been an infection in the head. Oh, I don't know, but this is pretty severe infection by the sound of it. Even Timmy, I was messaging with Timmy this morning, and he said, oh, Hev, get there quickly. Get there quickly, somewhere, anywhere, hospital, doctor, because I looked up the appointments online for the doctor and it said the soonest I could get him was Thursday, and I thought, oh, no. And then I rang them this morning and said, look, this is pretty urgent. I've got a severe sinus infection. And they said 3:30 this afternoon. Thank you very much. Anywho, so that's good. And Alex, we're going over the comments. Oh, here we go. It's just jumped on me. No, it didn't jump? Oh, yeah, hope baby Yoda's doing all right, Alex. And Deb, I hope Stormy's doing all right too. God love yous. MRH, how you going? Yeah, we can agree to disagree. I don't believe everyone has to agree with what I'm saying here. You can disagree with me, that's fine. I don't mind. But I kind of have a good idea of what I'm talking about. I believe. Okay? I could be wrong. Lucette, hey, going? Alex, Lucette said, my cat is lying in my lap, bless him. Oh, my goodness. God love him. Jim, hey, going? Lucette said, Commissioner Gordon. Deb said, all here are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law and all for entertainment purposes. Yes, I know, Lucette. Yeah, I'm really not having a good time. I am really feeling very sick at the moment, actually. I didn't want to go to the hospital over the weekend again, right? So I thought, because I had the swollen eye on Friday, and I thought, I'll wait until Monday. But I'm just feeling really sick now, so I have the last few nights. Yeah, I probably should have gone to the hospital, but look, I've got my appointment this afternoon. I'm fine. Timo just said he just doesn't hopes that I don't have to get some procedure because it's not a good one. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, let's not worry about that yet until we get there. Okay. Yeah, but I've been talking to Timmy about it, so, yeah. Alex said, no worries, have sending love and prayers. Hope you managed to get it sorted. Yep. So if I do have a couple of days off, guys, please understand. I'm just really not feeling well. How you going, Menacing Muskrat? Deb said, cabbage leaves take out the heat if from an infection. I don't know. Do they? Deb, you can tell me. Alex said, oh, yeah, I heard he apparently started his own party, old Real Eye Musk. Yep. Yeah, see, he could be. Musk could very well be a bad guy, and I thought he was a good guy, so there you go. I am not beyond being wrong, believe me. Oh, dear. How you going, Timmy? And everyone's saying hello to Timmy and Menacing. Yeah, Deb, prayers for my face. It feels like there's a miniature golf ball in my cheek. It actually, like when I feel it with my fingers, it feels like there's a ball in there. And I've been rinsing my nose every day, so I've got no idea why. Maybe the rinse, maybe that made me realise that there's a problem with my nose. Oh, dear. Hey, Paulie, how you doing? Deb said hello to the doctor in the house. Timmy. Lucette said, Timmy, Hev's got a big swelling in her cheek. She might need advice. I've already got it. Yep. I got what you meant, Lucette. How you going, Randy? Yeah, see, Randy doesn't agree with me either a lot, but that's okay. We still love him. Yeah, same as MRH. Anyone who doesn't agree with me, you can disagree with me. I still love you. Don't worry. And in a sisterly way, not a weird way. Okay, don't get me wrong. Alex said, yes, Elon was born in Pretoria, where Oscar Pistorius shot his girlfriend, Reva, can't even pronounce the last name, through the bathroom door. I remember that, yep. Lucette said, autocorrect again. I know, autocorrect's terrible. Randy said, Alex, he said, love you, Hev, you too, Randy. Even though we disagree, we're still fine. There's no problem. Deb said, Foodland has in-store butcher. Oh, nice. Have you still got Foodland, Deb? All of them shut down where I was. Alex said, lots of meat is glued together now. Definitely looks like it's been glued. Yes, it does. Deb said, I laughed at people eating sausage. How are you eating? Alex said, I saw the other day you can now apparently grow your own steak from your own. No, yeah. The stars, famous people were doing that. You could eat like a piece of one of your favourite stars from getting their DNA and, yeah, growing it. Oh, Tim has just sent me a, they stick a camera attached to a wire with a sprayer of sorts that gently power washes the sinuses, and you're awake for all of it. Ah, that's what the procedure is. Oh, that doesn't scare me, Timo. It probably should, but it doesn't at this point because I'm more scared of the infection I've got in my nose. I really am. I'm not feeling well, man. Oh, I really am not feeling well. And I haven't, the last few nights I've been like getting sick at like 5, 6, I've had to go to bed at 5 or 6 o'clock at night because I'm feeling sick. And I'm thinking, why? And then after talking to Tim this morning, I went, bingo, that's why you're sick, you pickle. Okay. Lucette said, talking about soil and green, Pepsi were putting traces of aborted fetuses in their drink about 20 years ago, but were found out and had to stop, never reported the mainstream media. Oh, I believe we're ingesting a whole lot that we don't know about, mate. Don't eat processed foods. Go to your doctor. Go to the farm. This is why we're going to be homesteading again. Because no one's going to trust them, even with your water. No one's going to trust them. People are going to start collecting their own rainwater again. Deb said, please, Dr. Tim, our Hev needs sorting out. Oh, don't worry, I will get sorted out. Jim Gordon said, barf, Alex. Alex said, yes, apparently at least 2% of all hot dogs contain human, you can even call that meat. It's more like a slurry. Alex said, I know, grim, Jim. That rhymed. Randy said, my small local grocery only butchers locally sourced meat. Good stuff, Randy. That's what you want. That's what you want. Alex said, I think I heard that a while ago. I dread to think what they're doing now, Lucette. Deb said, I'm so glad I do not have little kids to care for. So am I right now, especially the way I've been feeling. Jeez. I think it has infected my brain, Timmy. Oh, no. No, hopefully not. Alex said, I think it's used in certain jabs too and possibly colouring. Can't remember the code to it now, but has been found on lots of packaging for lots of things, Lucette. Randy said, Carney booed on Calgary. Oh, good. Lucette said, it's strange because a woman in the UK claimed drinking Pepsi was stopping her symptoms of multiple sclerosis. She even went as far as trying to get funding to do experiments, but then, oh, wow, it stopped working. Probably because they had to stop putting aborted fetuses' stem cells in a drink. Wow, interesting. Deb said, I was a hawk for this reason with my kids for knowing about pedos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too, actually, Deb. I was quite, very worried about my children. Alex said, I don't know the first man, but I know the one from Charmed. I used to watch Charmed all the time. He played Cole, who was half man, half demon. The first man's Michael Madsen. He was in a lot of movies and TV shows, and I remember him. Yeah, because he wasn't a bad-looking guy, actually. Deb said, should not be let in. Tim S. said, Hev lives on the set of Jurassic Park. Lucette said, Michael Madsen was in Reservoir Dogs. He was the one who cut off someone's ear, R.I.P. Yeah, I believe he played bad guy a lot, yeah. As James Woods said. Deb said, our real black would never sell out. Yeah, exactly. And Lucette said, World's Fair, that's it. Shannon said, lurking, got to take kids to optometrist. Yep, the World's Fair. Alex, yep. Yeah, take it easy, Shannon. Hope the optometrist goes right. MRH said Trump is a pompous ass. Just my opinion. No, that's cool. No worries at all. Oh, yeah, Sherry, I hope your broken finger's feeling better. Sherry wasn't showing up for Lucette. Deb said, I second that though, Hev. Alex said, I've not seen that film. Lots of young people are passing suddenly, though. Lots of turbo cancer strokes now, Lucette. Lucette said, you're all saying hello to Sherry, but she's invisible to me, lol. Lucette said, Alex, Michael Madsen was 67, not so young, but yeah, there's a lot of sudden death. Alex said, I don't think Sherry has commented, but I saw her name pop up. Dolores, how you going? Alex said, I don't think 67 is old. Lucette said, maybe she hasn't made a comment because she's not here, but someone thought she commented and replied and we all followed. No, it was me. At the beginning, I said, hello, Sherry, because she was right back at the beginning. Deb said, hello, Dolores. Lucette said, everyone's saying hello to Sherry. She's not even here. Yes, she is. Alex said, I think I said it because her name appeared under the at lol. Maybe just listening because of her broken finger. Lucette said, oh, she was here. I get it, yeah. See, Sherry's popped in to say, I'm here. Hello, Lucette. Playing with the great-grandbaby. She's fussy. Oh, God love you. Deb said, I wonder how many jabs said of cancer. Alex said, oh, how lovely. Hope you're having loads of fun. Tim said, I love Tammy Bruce. I've been following her for a couple of decades. She used to have a radio show. Guest hosted for nearly every conservative talk show host for 25 plus years. And she's a carpet expert. Oh. That was rude and I didn't even know. It went straight over my head. Is that what you meant? Okay. We'll leave it there. I won't say any more. Okay. I think I get what you mean. Yep, everyone's laughing at Timmy. Deb said it's on the farm with Hev. Shannon said Doge stopping slush funds. Yes, it is. Deb said, yes, some things cannot wait. Alex said, I hope it's nothing really serious, Hev. Me too. Timmy said Stormy's stubborn lol. God love him. God love Deb for teaching all around her patients. Oh, Lucette gave me hugs. Thank you. Deb said, thank you, Timmy. Alex said, don't blame you. I wouldn't want to go to hospital either, Hev. No, not after the last time they wanted to shove a rat test up my nose. If I've got a sinus infection, that's the last thing I need right now. Dear Deb, we need Hev well. We do. I need me well as well. Dolores said, came in late, Hev. I hope you get taken care of. Be praying for you. Thank you, guys. Alex said, hopefully it's just a knock-on effect from you having a cold and maybe something got stuck up there. Hopefully it will just be a week of antibiotics, Hev. And Pat said, take care, Hev. Alex said, of course we will understand. You take as long as you need to feel better. And because Dolores come in, Shannon said, burger. Dolores, you always remind Shannon of burgers, okay? That's the Australian sense of humour. Deb said, thank God for our Dr. Timmy. Deb said, we are mostly weird here. Yes, so am I. Don't worry about it. What is normal? Dolores said, sorry, Alex, I missed your hello earlier. I hope you're doing well. Lucette said, now I'm worried, Hev. Did you ever do any of those nasal swabs a few years ago? No, I have not had a nasal test at all. And I refuse to have one. They're not shoving anything up my nose. My nose has not been right for a long time, okay? To be honest with you, it has not been right for a very long time. Shannon said, you would think he didn't have a leg to stand on after he shot her, but he still got away with it. Lucky I knew what to do, what you meant there, Shannon, because it says shit. So you would think he didn't have a leg to stand on after he shit her, but still got away with it. No, I get you meant shot her. Alex said that was supposed to say Reva Stinkamp. Must have typed the wrong letters. I watched that whole court case and all he got was house arrest. Wow. Deb said, like British TV show, Human Meat Factory. Dolores said, I've had that procedure and many others with cameras up my sinuses. Really? How'd it go, Dolores? Is it really painful? You all right? Alex said, you can now apparently do it with your own DNA too, and you know there are weirdos out there who'll do it too, and from their favourite celeb. Oh, God help them. Deb said, don't we have? Timmo said, indeed, definitely more concerned about any infection near your brain. Yes, I am too now. If it wasn't before, I really am now. I'm glad I said it was urgent because it is. Dolores said, pray over what you eat. That has a whole new meaning to me these days. Deb said, we love our Hev. Alex said, it doesn't sound nice, but I'd rather get a jet wash up the nose for a few minutes than prolonged pain that lasts for weeks or months, yes. And feeling as sick as I do. I mean, it's happened to me in the middle of the day as well, not just 5 or 6 o'clock at night. In the middle of the day, I've had to go to bed urgently because I feel really sick all of a sudden. Yeah, not good. Deb said, yes, Timmy, it can go to your brain. Deb said, my sister was not so lucky. Oh, no. Pat said he was in Thelma and Louise. That could be why I feel like I got brain damage all of a sudden. He was, yeah, that Pat. He was in Thelma and Louise. He was too. Deb said, curried egg and onion sandwich. Dolores said, continuous sinus infections is what I think contributed to 7 bouts of bacterial meningitis. Oh, no. Sherry said, broken finger is healing. Deb said, I thought it was rude. Deb said, I love you all so much. Alex said, glad to hear it. Alex said, if that's the one where they drive off the cliff, I've not seen that film either, but I know that scene, Dolores. Jim said, back at you, Deb. Deb said, they was putting rat tests in my nose before you go in the ambulance. Yeah, I refuse. And I drive myself to the hospital. Deb said, I was out of it and was confused what they were doing at first. Oh, no, I'd hate that to happen because I'm on my own. There's no one to tell them not to do it to me if that... Deb said, no legs. Dolores said, Alex, that wasn't my comment and I never saw that film either, but I do know they drive off a cliff at the end. Sherry said, my dog Storm RE broke it, Alex. He's afraid of fireworks, so I was trying to get his harness on to bring him in the house. Timmy said, Dolores, good Lord, I'm glad you're still alive. 7 bouts, yikes. As for your theory, it's quite possible, especially if you've ever had a root canal or tooth pulled due to infection. I had plenty of them many years ago. Deb said, if you take his shoes away, he could not run. Sorry, guys, I got a cough again. Okay, I'm going to sip on my tea for a minute. A few seconds. Okay. Alex said, no, there were some horrific incidents during COVID, shoving those tests up the nose and getting nosebleeds, etc. I never did any of that shite, never would. No, I haven't either, and I'm not going to. Dolores said the procedure sounds much worse than it is, in my opinion, but I do have a very high pain tolerance. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably just have really even my eyes are irritated. That's how I know. Like, my eyes are irritated. I had swelling under the eye. Now I've got swelling in the cheeks. My face hurts again. My gums hurt. My neck hurts. The back of my head hurts. So, yeah. But, look, you know, what was I going to say? If you don't hear from me again, I'll get someone else to let you know what happened. Oh, my God. I said to the doctor last time I was there, I said, look, he said, did you go and see the lung specialist? And I said, no. I said, look, if I die, you know, I die. My cats will be fed for a while. I won't know about it. Oh, dear. Okay. Deb said, yes, lots and lots of fluids. Yes, I've been drinking hydrolyte and water every day. Deb said, fun fact, I only have 3, not 4 sinus pockets. Oh, wow, really, Deb? Never again pulling my teeth. Oh, Deb said, legless has a new meaning. Oh, Alex said, oh, bless him. Hopefully the fireworks have stopped a bit now. My dog Roxy used to be terrified of fireworks and thunder, Sherry. Dolores said, Timmy, the Lord was not finished with me. I never had a root canal. I refused those due to all the research I've done. Timmy said, this is definitely, say, a fuck day today, Hev. Yes, I feel, I just don't have the energy. Fuck it. There you go. Yes, I am not doing very well. It's all right. Alex said, hopefully you'll just need antibiotics. It does sound like some sort of infection that may have spread if you're getting pain in several places. Yeah, I believe especially in the back of the head is not a good sign. Deb said, I have high tolerance for man-child. Alex is laughing at Timmy. Lucette said, my granddad pulled all his teeth out by himself in the 40s. Then when he was old, he contacted Parkinson's disease. Then I heard pulling your teeth out can give you Parkinson's. Oh, no. Deb said, yes, one of your cats can message us. Yeah, it'll probably be my daughter or my son. I have to leave a note somewhere telling them to do it. If I ever drop off, right, Can you just jump on my socials and let people know? Oh, because who knows? Tomorrow's never promised anyway, is it? Really? So who knows? Dolores said, "Have you'll be fine. The Lord isn't finished with you yet either." I hope not. I feel like I'm all right. I think I'll get through this. No worries. Yeah, I'll have a dead man switch, Deb. Alex said, "I hope it all goes well with your appointment. Have sending you lots of love and prayers. Love you." Yeah, that's why I haven't answered. Sorry, guys, if I haven't answered your messages in the last few days, it was because of not feeling very well. Okay, Deb said, "We'll pray for our Hev for the next few days." Thank you, guys. Much love. I'm going to end it there for today, and I shall talk to you very soon. Pray for me. That's all I can say. God knows. No, I'm not being like, I'm laughing at it, Alex. I'm not being like, oh, you know, I do believe I'm going to be okay, but just in case, you know. I mean, you can walk out in front of a bus and, you know, see you later. It doesn't have to be like sinus infection. Oh. Deb said, "No rest for the wicked." Dolores said, "Make a post later and let us know how the appointment went." I will, definitely. Thank you, guys. Much love. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.